Hi and welcome to this studio corner of my apartment. Today I want to talk to you about thread organization. I have this bag of additional threads and I need to wind them up on the bobbins, so let's go. I stored my thread in the boxes, wind it up on the bobbins like this. I have the shade here and that's pretty much it. How they organized, by color or by shade? Well, it's kind of both. I have this color card by DMC. These are all the DMC Moulinet special shades. Organization in the boxes repeats organization in this color chart. Doesn't really go by numbers. It starts with 3007-13, but I already know where to find which, and it goes kind of by shade. That's how I have them in the boxes. Here is the last page. If you need to find 163, for example, you can see that it's column 9. You open 9s and here it is, 163. Hey, and these are go by number. I also have some variegated metallic étoile threads, but just like a little bit. Oh, and I have the pearl cotton, but it's stored differently. I'll show you later. Here is one skein of each color binded on a bobbin. I ran out of some colors. As you see, there is not much left on this bobbin. I have a table where I can look and see that, oh no, I don't have this color anymore, so just gonna order it. And these are like the additional colors that I have. As you see, there are some like papers with numbers. These are colors that I took out, like 839. I took from here, and when I finish doing my project that I need these threads for, I'm just gonna place it back. That's how I know where to place it after I use some thread. Okay, let's start winding. Okay, 3765. I have it here and I'm gonna wind it, placing this thing with the color inside in case I forgot where I take it from. I secured the tail and it goes back. That's the whole process, and that's what I'm going to repeat quite a few times. I'm going to sort them by shade, so it's going to be easier for me. Let's start with the questions. How many colors of floss do you have? So I have all like 400 and something of Moulinet threads by DMC, and I also have more. I have one more box with variegated thread. These are silk, this is metallic, this is also metallic and silk. These are for my grandma. These are Sashika threads. I haven't really decided how to store these. Probably like rare threads will go in this box. Then I have these cloudy ones. It's from Gamma, Russian brand. Riolis, also Russian brand. And these are woolen. And some more woolen threads, like viscose, shiny threads, metallic threads, variety of them, silk, maybe silk, I don't know, no, probably it's not silk. Pearl cotton, it can be quite different. This is size 3 and it's thick. This is size 5 and it's thinner, smaller, and I didn't find any ways to use it rather than binding on bobbins, because you need to like completely, okay, I'm gonna show you. You need to completely take it out, then untangle, because there is no such thing as here. You see the number and you see the end. You can just pull and pull and pull and pull as much as you want, as you need, and it's gonna go smoothly and great. So just write near the number. In pearl cotton, you don't have anything like this. There is a knot. You have to unknot it, and only then you can have your end and you can use the thread. So I'm binding them on bobbins too. Little addition about the pearl cotton. I asked in stories how to store these threads, and that's a nice advice. Cut one end and just look through like this. This is a great way, but sometimes I have like really short pieces and they just won't lie this way, and winding on the skin instead of winding on bobbin is something I have to say no to. There's been a bad experience. Variegated pearl cotton, Encore, and DMC that I used for like some collaborations, and I'm gonna need to look through them and see what exactly I have. These are elastic Gutermann, that's how they called. They're stretching, and I really like the colors. That's the threads I have. 3 essentials in a dream embroidery office: good chair, good light, and something where you can listen to music or watch something on the background, because I can't sit in silence. So for me, these are essentials. How weird that they are not really related to embroidery. Which thread brand do you prefer? I use mostly DMC because it was like strategical move. It's a most common embroidery thread in United States. So when I was starting, that was my main market. It was easier to find DMC than Encore, for example, in Russia. Now I live in Encore country because there is no way you find a flying craft store that sells DMC. I found one, but they have like 60 shades and they never the shades that I need. How do you first start organizing your threads? I can't seem to find a good place to start. I bought all the colors, and storing them, in a pile wasn't an option. I needed to keep track of what exact colors I'm using because I'm making patterns, and I need to know this. So I could tell you. I just cut bobbins out of the cardboard, and I think I still have some of them bobbins that I cut myself, and these are like the cardboard new ones is like this old one. You can see it's thinner, but works just the same. So you don't really need to buy them, you can just cut them from cardboard. How do you store all the floss that's less than 6 strands? The same, I just would like here, these are 2 strands, and then I have 4 strands, and then there will be 6 strands. If I need all 6 strands, I will just unwind these pieces and take the 6 strands that I need. I saw people like throw out these pieces, but this is a perfectly great thread. If you don't need it, give it to me. I'm going to show the process closer. So I have 501 color, and take off this thing, place it in. Here I have the bobbin. As you can see, I have like 3 strands, just wind it here. Okay, so I take this off and I trying to find the middle. Take any of the tails, place it inside one of these things, and start binding. The color from the new thread is exactly the same, and in the end put it here and place it back inside. That's the thread binder. And how it works, as I already said, if you want to pull color without it getting tangled, find the end near the color and just pull. You gotta secure it on the box. Just place it in, take out this thing, and placing it in. Just gonna show you. So I'm placing it in and securing with this thing. Do you order fabric in Germany? Looking for a trustworthy site. I have a special post for supply stores, craft stores, and I shared mine also. I'm gonna link that. If you know more good websites, write a comment and I'll add your store to the list. Okay, so let's answer some more questions. I loved the stand I saw earlier in your story. Where do you get that? Suggestions on embroidery hoop stands, lap stands specifically. This hoop stand I use for filming. This is a hoop stand from above. You can adjust this and that's it. So there is one hoop attached, one size. This is 7 inches. If I have bigger hoop, I just place it on the hoop stand. So I would recommend it for people who don't film the process. First of all, you still have to use one hand only for embroidery because it's gonna go like so. You need to hold the stand and embroider with your other hand. I'm actually looking for a good hoop stand myself, and I want to do embroidery with both hands. My right hand gets tired quicker. I'll just have both hands tired. And I tried to embroider only with left hand, and it's possible, but it's so much longer than the right hand. Just okay, now I made a knot, so I'll figure out later. So this hoop stand I wouldn't recommend. If you want, it's a table hoop stand. Do you have any tips for turning a photo into an embroidery pattern? Yes, I do. Is it a good answer enough? Probably this is a question about the whole process of turning photo into embroidery. It depends on whether you can draw or not. If you can, you draw the photo. If you cannot, you can outline it. Print the image and place tracing paper, outline your photograph. Make sure you have the rights to use this photograph, like it's open for commercial use, or I don't know, maybe you just want to make a pattern for yourself, but still not every photograph you see can be used for this. The next step would be the color palette, where the color card can be handy. You just look at your printed photo, place it near the color and see which ones you need. After you choose your palette, you need to decide what stitches to use. It's in Russian, but obviously there are books with different stitches in any English or in any language, so you can just look at stitches and choose which ones are making nice texture, which ones fit to your projects, and then you embroider it. You have your photo, you trace it, then you decide on colors, and then you decide on stitches, and you embroider. When you make embroidery, you can photograph your every step. You make photographs, you're showing what color you used, how many strands, what are the directions, what else people should know to repeat that. While you're making your embroidery, you constantly will be thinking about how I would explain this to people. Patterns can be made in different programs. There are a lot of tutorials how to turn your images and text into the PDF. You just save as PDF and that's it. that is my answer, I think. Oh, and I forgot to tell you where my thread scraps go. So I have this box, and these are usually like not long threads, just the ones that I can't use anymore. And the latest thing that I did with them, I filled the cushion with these thread scraps. That's basically all I do with them. Also, I did a little experiment with resin, made small things, you know how to call this. I still haven't finished, and it's been a couple of hours already. So I have questions about the pen that I use for transfer. Lately I've been using this one. This is mechanical pencil by Prim, and it has an eraser, as you see, and several colors, gray and white, pink and yellow. You can't erase the gray color from all fabrics, but you know, I used a different eraser and it worked. Check it first. This can be not 100% removable. This is a common choice. Pilot friction heat erasable pen. I don't want to write on finished pieces, but for example, here we have some piece of fabric. I'm just gonna make a few lines. It draws just like your normal pen. And then we have the hair dryer. Close your ears. Lines disappeared. Say hello to the bird. Lines can reappear if it's below 0 degrees and under the direct sunlight, so also be careful. The last question I'm gonna answer, how do you clean your embroideries that you hang on the wall? I do not wash like all of them. Some of them I washed as experiments to use different substances, and you can actually see some of my videos if you are my patron. But in general, I do not wash them, and they are not getting dirty because of the dust. If you do have dust, I don't know, lint roller. So some have more dust, some less. So if you have a lot of dust, you can just hang them under the glass, you know, in a frame. That's it. I'm getting back to embroidery. Thank you for organizing with me, for your questions, and let me know in comments if you enjoyed this format. If yes, what would you like to discuss next time? And hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It gives some motivation to do more videos. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.